Hello and welcome to another daily market reading. Today, Bitcoin has had this move up. Now we're having a little correction down. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. And to be fair, I'm not looking for any short. I'm personally looking for places where I can go long. Okay, so first off, I think this is looking pretty bullish. Let me not do that. Why do I think this is going up? We have got a high, a low, a higher high, a lower, not a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. Now we've got a higher high. Okay. Now, the oscillator was oversold. You just hit, you just hit this price target, which was the previous high, which wasn't touched in a very long time. I did that. Here we go. You hit, you went, you collided straight up against it, you've grabbed a bit of liquidity, you got given this divergence, and so far you have gotten a 2% move. Okay, now, as we all know, assets do corrections either by time or by price change. Okay, so when an asset goes up, it either goes like that and does a correction, or either goes up and then goes down. Okay, like it does this corrective move. Okay, so it either does it in time or in price change. Okay, now what do I think is going to happen? This is looking quite bullish. Like I said, if for whatever reason we do not respect this sort of area there, which is sitting very comfortably at 70,500, if we lost this, we would be breaking this higher high, lower high sort of pattern here. Okay, so if the price went down and we did not react here, then this whole thing would be scrapped and we would be looking for short. Okay, now the price hasn't done that, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Where am I looking to go long now? Am I gonna go long now? I think it's a bit risky. I think I'm late if I want to go long. The best place for me to go long is take the Fibonacci retracement from this low. I'm going to trace it up to the recent high. This is where I am going to be looking for a long. Now, oscillator looks like it's still got some time to move down. So we could go into the golden pocket. Into the golden pocket, that is where I'm going to be looking for a long. Okay? If for whatever reason we lose the 0.618, we lose the 0.5, we know we're going to go test out the 100%, which is going to be sitting in this resistance zone right here. Okay, so this is place number 1 for me to look for longs. This is place number 2 to look for longs. If we lose this, there's no more longs. There's no more longs for me. Okay, but let me just delete all of this. It's a bit messy, it's a bit chaotic. Also, we have got a 4-hour gap sitting right here, and I don't know if you can remember, that is where the golden pocket is sitting. Yeah, we have a 4-hour gap sitting exactly on the golden pocket. Okay, which is basically a high reaction zone. We have also got a 4-hour gap right here. If I'm not wrong. We've got a bigger, fatter 4-hour gap here. So this is just consolidating what I've just said earlier. If we have a little move down because the oscillator still has room to go down, fine. I'm gonna try long. If my stop loss gets hit and we go back down here, I know this is a high reaction zone. If Bitcoin wants to go up to the 80,000 price point, which I've said in my previous videos why I think that we're going to the 80,000 price point. If Bitcoin does want to do that, I think it needs to react here first. Okay, either here or here. If we don't react here, we're going to be breaking this bullish pattern that we have created, and is not really going to make much sense. Okay, so really quickly, like 30-second quick mention. If you haven't watched the previous videos, this is exactly why I'm thinking that Bitcoin is going up to 80,000. First off, Fibonacci retracement from this high down to the low of 60,000. The golden pocket is sitting between 83 and 78. We have got a daily gap from here to there, like that. We've got a daily gap there, and we have also got a weekly gap sitting basically enrobing this whole golden pocket. Okay, so that's why also we have got this oscillator that looks like it wants to go up. The price could be moving up. Grab that. There, I'm gonna go short. Okay, so this still remains the same. This has not changed from my previous videos. This was just if you didn't see it, if you're new, this and that, whatever. So as a quick recap, do I think that Bitcoin is gonna go up? Yes. Am I gonna go long now right here because I want to? No, because I will have to place my stop loss just below the recent lows. That's a 5% stop loss. That's not the greatest risk management, but you know, this is not financial advice, as we all know. Where am I gonna go long? I'm gonna wait for a pullback, a healthy pullback into the golden pocket. That is where I'm gonna look for a long, roughly like that, maybe something like that. If this gets lost for whatever reason, cool, that's fine. On the recent lows, we are not meant to lose this. If we for whatever reason lose it, a 1.5 stop loss, I think that's even quite a lot, maybe something like that. Aiming for above the recent high. That's what I'm personally going to be looking for. If the price does drop and I do get hit on my stop loss, that's fine. That's just going to give me a bigger profit potential gain if the price does drop here and I do catch it all the way down here. Okay, so that's that for Bitcoin. Do I recommend short? No. I don't really recommend it. You can maybe scalp it, I guess, if you really wanted to. Let me just do that a bit quicker. You could scalp it on the 1 hour time frame. You know, you've got that divergence, which worked all right. You can go on the 15 minutes even. I've just realized I've just done this whole analysis and I haven't even turned them on. I can turn on the indicators and you will see how this is a lot easier. Right. There was one thing that I was missing out. If for whatever reason we lose the golden pocket on the Fibonacci retracement, which is sitting here, we have got 1 4-hour gap, 2 4-hour gaps sitting around here, and we have got an order block. So if the price did lose it and we go down here, this is a quite a big reaction zone for the price. Okay, that's a big area. Also, really quick, just one more addition that I noticed earlier. If I turn on the trend cloud, you can see how it's going to come in around here. Yes. So, final, last thing. Fibonacci retracement. We have the trend cloud that is going to be meeting here roughly on the 0.618 level. That's a high reaction zone. Okay. If we lost it again, we would be breaking this trend cloud. Breaking the trend cloud is not really what you want to do. That's quite a bearish thing to do. You know, here you've broken it to start this bullish pattern. You've broken it, used their support, then if you've ignored it for a bit, you've come back, you've supported on it, and then you've had this move back up. Okay, so would it make sense for now to break it? Not really. It would make a lot more sense to carry on with this bullish pattern, to come back, find support on it, and then move up to the 80,000 price point. Okay, I think that's enough on Bitcoin. I think I've waffled enough. Let me go on Ethereum. You know, I really like Ethereum as well, but essentially that's the wrong chart. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's the beauty of doing the analysis on Bitcoin, is that on Ethereum, on main higher cap coins, it's roughly the same thing. They all look very similar to Bitcoin. If you know what Bitcoin's doing, I look at what Bitcoin's doing, go on and trade Ethereum and Solana and Sui, this and that. Okay, so very similar thing. I'm going to be looking for the Fibonacci retracement. Again, see, it's just got the same thing. It's got the same thing. You've got this price area that we shouldn't really lose. You've got the high, low, higher high, lower, higher low. This again, higher high, higher low, higher high. We should not lose this area because then we would be breaking the higher low sequence. I can now delete all of this. I can now trace a Fibonacci retracement to make sure I don't make any mistakes. I can press that. I can go on the lower time frame, and then I can trace it from down here up to here. You can see how, yeah, we might get a little reaction on the golden Fibonacci level. We have got all time frames, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, all green. Am I going to look for shorts? No. If we do hit the 0.6 on that level, we're going to be incredibly close to the smart trend, which is green. Do you know what would be amazing? If we hit it there, for whatever reason, this went back down, we had some red money flow, and we were oversold. That, I dream about that. A golden Fibonacci level with a green smart trend, with a bit of red money flow on oversold. I would sell my teeth and then go long there. Like I would do a very nice long trade. Okay, so that's that. Very similar thing. If we do lose it for whatever reason, we've got as well here an order block, and oh look, on the Ethereum, it's even less likely that this happens because we would be breaking the smart trend, which does not really make sense. Okay, yeah, that's about it. We are also, oh, look at that, the trend cloud. If this carries on going up a bit, we're gonna go down, find some support. Like we found support here, we found some support here, we didn't find any support here, but we found support on the last two sort of pullbacks. It would make sense that we find this pullback and then go back up. Okay, now finally USDT dominance. Let me go on the daily time frame. I think it'll be easier to see. Maybe not, maybe I'll go on the 4 hours. Yeah. Look, it's the same thing I've been saying over and over again. Fibonacci retracement up to the high, lost 0.5, lost 0.618. We had some resistance, lost it. We had some hope. Oh, that's it, we're gonna go back up. No, we lost it fully. Where miraculously, where did we go to search? Why did we stop here? We had first off, we had the 0.5 level, we had an order block, and we had the trend cloud. Okay, same as here, this pullback. All of those pullbacks that I was showing you on Bitcoin and Ethereum, we've had those pullbacks on the USDT dominance back to the trend cloud. Okay, so now that's why if I zoom in, you can see the trend cloud is coming up here very nicely. The oscillator on the 4 hours looks like it's still got some room to go up. We've got a 4 hour gap. We've got the 0.618 level. We've got the trend cloud. That's what I think is going to happen. We might have a bit of a breather in the market. We might have this little drop, which is what I've been saying for the past 13 minutes of this video. We might have a little move up, and which would be a move down in a crypto, just to go test out the 100% of this phase, which would mean an aggressive move up for Bitcoin and for crypto in general. Okay, so that is my analysis as it stands. That's what my indicators are saying. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, if you like these kinds of daily market readings, and you like seeing these in the indicators, and you like the indicators full stop, how they work and stuff, click the like, subscribe, and see you on the next video. Okay, thank you very much.